Hi folks, it's Bill here. Beautiful day today. The sun is shining quite bright actually, and so I'm in this sort of like shady corner trying to hide from it. So in this video today, what I want to do is deal with these little fellas here. These are my blackthorns. I don't have a label from them, but they're from a few years ago. A few years ago I got a bunch of blackthorn plants, and they were just whips. And what I did was took the roots off them. I'd done root cuttings, and these are actually the root cuttings, and they've done far better than the actual plants themselves. And to be honest with you, all of them have died. They've died. So when I try to replant them, I don't know if they're in another video. I'm sure they're in another video. But when I try to replant them, the roots were very sparse, because when you've got blackthorn in the ground, they send off runners. And there's not very many fine roots at the base, and a lot of fine radial roots, and then a taproot kind of thing. They don't do that. They send out runners, and that's how they sort of propagate and spread. So it's hard to get decent roots on them, and that's what happened. I didn't have enough roots on the ones that I had, and they didn't support the plant. But these taproot cuttings are just fantastic. Now I've got the reason what I'm going to do is repot them, and the reason for that is these two here that are in pond baskets. As you can see, with this one especially, that I've almost lost these twice to drying out, and I just think there's too much air, a great deal of air getting into this, and I've almost lost them with them drying out so quick. And not keeping a close eye on them. And this one here, which is amazing. Well, this is all cracked, so I need to replace that. So I'm just going to repot them all. These they just need repotted. Now I'm going to say I'm not going to do any root prunes, but you never know, I might just do that, because it's quite common for me to say one thing on a video, then end up actually doing something completely different. So my plan is not to bother doing any root prunes unless I really see something that needs to be done. But I will be doing some top pruning, okay? So I'm going to take these, there's 5 here. There's now one on my bench over there, so I'm going to take them over to the wee bench where I'm going to be doing the work on, which is quite sunny, and get some soil in pots and just transplant them and maybe do a bit of pruning. So here we go. So the plan is to put them into these 2 litre black plastic pots. I don't know what the roots will be like, so I'm just going to see what they're going to be like. I'll put some fresh soil in it first, and slip pot them as much as possible, but we'll need to see what the roots are like first. But then I also want to do a wee bit of pruning. Right, so let's get some soil in these pots. So I'm probably filling them about halfway just now, see how things go. Okay. Now the first one I actually want to repot. The first ones I want to repot are these ones in these little pond baskets. I've got some tools with me as well. So let's have a wee look at what's been going on here. A little bit of weed. So the roots are looking not too bad actually. It Let me see. There's a few wee high up roots that I want to get rid of up here, so I want to snip them away. So we're left with this. It's looking fine. Spread it out a little bit more. The roots are okay. We've got this sort of wee shape here. Could maybe cut that off and like have it going like that, but that's too thin and it'll be thick and it'll be inverse taper. So do I keep this? Do I cut that off? Nah, then again it's thin there, thicker here. So yeah, it's quite a tricky thing, these blackthorns. So I'm just going to put some of this right in here, just to bring the level up a bit. And yeah, just top it up with this soil again. Because I only got potted last year. There you go. That's just a wee transplant there. Now I've got a few wee shoots coming off in places that I didn't really need. So yeah, I'll take that one away at least. Maybe keep that, I'm not sure. This is coming, well, if that's the front, where would the front be with this? Probably like that. Possibly like that. Who knows? Yeah, but it's actually just take it back a little bit. Yeah, so I think that's it for this one. I was going to take that off, but maybe that I could, yeah, well, there you go. It's off now. Okay. Okay, that is going to get put aside for watering now. Over here. The next one, what I want to try and save is this one, which has suffered quite significantly. Oh, look at the roots, are pathetic, but there is some live roots there. That looks completely just rotten. Wow. Goodness knows what's going on with that, but there's some live roots there, some nice white roots. I don't know what's going on with this. Let's have a wee look here. It looks dead. It looks dead. Right, so that looks very damp, very damp actually. So that's probably why it's damp, is because it's not taking up the water. Okay, so black pot, where are you? I'll give that. I'm going to put a bit more of that in there because it doesn't have a lot of roots. I would like to think I can save this. Just need to be careful with the roots. So I'm just topping up this. Okay. Now I will need to water it, even though the soil's still wet at the top here, but the soil underneath is really dry. So I'm going to give it a wee soak. Okay, hopefully this will pull through. So I'll do this pretty little one next. That's a lovely wee plant. These pots are some of the wee flimsy ones that I got them from, I don't know, eBay or somewhere, I think. I was quite surprised at how flimsy they are when I seen them. But they seem to have done a better job of keeping these things alive than the pond baskets, especially that plant. I mean, pond baskets, the bigger pond baskets, have really helped some of my other plants, my trees. But goodness knows what's been going on with that second Blackthorn. Just a bit of a shame, because when I ordered them online, I'd actually ordered about 10 and I got 11, I think, like that. No, that was a crab apple. So I ordered about 10 of them, took root cuttings, six of them, 6 of the root cuttings took, and that's of the 6 plants here. And all the other, the mother of the root cuttings, all them, they all, like I say, they all didn't survive at all, strangely. So I'm raking this out, sort of try to get it to come out, and like I said before, that I'm not planning to do any root pruning. But when you see roots like that, you just forced to get the scissors, eh? They just make you want to do it. So there you go. Okay, there you go. I'm doing it. I'm not shouldn't be doing it, but that's all I'm going to do. Just try and rake them out a wee bit. Get the next pot, like that, and pop it in there. See, there's some moss along the top here, which the bark is looking terrible. It's actually coming away here, so hope this is going to be okay. Okay, I hope this is going to be alright. Nothing untoward's going to happen with it. Worrying, obviously. The roots are looking a little bit dry, so I need to get these watered as soon as possible. Yeah. So I'm just going to do a little prune just now with this. Not much, to be honest with you. Right, that one's ready for watering too. So I don't know if you can see that well. The sun's mainly quite difficult for me to see things, see the camera screen, but yeah, I don't know if you can see the bark there. And that looks pretty awful. Okay. Right, this wee one over here, another really nice one. This one looks lovely as well, actually. I really quite like this. Just so nice. Hopefully there's no nasty surprises underneath. Quick prune of these longer shoots. This is how it's went like that, and then straight across and that, straight across. There would have been but it's just like a branch. I think I'm shorten that to there. Yeah. Okay. Right. Quick trim there, wee haircut for it. And I need to give that a good watering as well. Put that to the side. Yeah, okay, so another one. Look at that. Yeah, that's brilliant. So everything's away up here at the end there. Can't have that, can we? So there we go. That's coming off. Just wondering if that could be wired in a different way. Possibly later. Maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how things go. Or that could be wired down. And that would be the front if I did it that way. Yeah. So anyway, let's get out of this soil. It's a lot of moss. Moss on the bark there. Very gnarly bark again here. If you can see that. All around here. Hope that adds character to it. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. Let's get the next pot. So a lot of gnarliness in that back. It's very interesting, I suppose. And now for this big one. The biggest one, the most developed. and I think it's actually got a sort of shoot coming up here, part of the root. So let's find out. Well, what could we do with this? Cascade maybe, or something. But I know that this is all too long. That's way too long. So let's just chop that back to there at least. Right, and maybe do some styling later on. But let's find out what's happening in here. There we go. So let's have a look at this. There's like this tap root, this runner going round and round, and at the top of that runner is this. Get that. So, haha. Now, interesting. I think we have a new plant. Indeed we do. I'll put that to the side in the shade just now. Yeah, so we've got some roots crossing each other there. I've untangled them a bit. That's quite a difficult one to be coping with, so I need to take it away. Yeah. Right. So I think we need to get this in a pot now. Okay. Pop it. That should do the trick. Okay. I'm sure I should actually cut more of that off or whatever, just style it some more just now, but I think I'll just leave it, and then what I'll need to do is just get these watered. Okay, so that's the next job. Oh, actually, it's not the next job. The next job is taking this little fella and putting some soil in here and pop it into here. Right, let's get these watered. So there we have it, folks. That's all the blackthorn there, all re-potted and watered. Plus we've got a new baby, so if you like the new baby, give it a wee thumbs up and subscribe. That one's obviously a bit worrying because of the roots, So we'll see how things go, and fingers crossed that they do well in the new pots. So, wow, sweltering out there, so it is. When I got my car today, it said it was 26 degrees when I was going home from work. But it's meant to be about 21, 22, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and the sweat is so annoying, so it's almost getting into my eyes. So anyway, that's the hawthorn. That's the blackthorns all repotted in water, and I just hope they do really well in the pots there, and that they all live. Yeah, because I actually like them, and I like the wee baby one. That's quite cool. If you like it, give it a wee thumbs up, and remember to subscribe and find out how that goes and see if it lives. Hopefully it will, of course. Anyway, that's it for this video. Like I said, I really appreciate you watching it, so thanks very much, and give it some love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.